Ugwin, want to see if I can shoot an apple out of your head with a bow and arrow?
Roll to hit, please.
What?
Shinekri!
Yeah! And I say, I'm looking for you for some reason. I have photos of you.
So, what exactly are you here and what do you want with that individual? And he points to the picture of Snow. Are you guys part of Dark Guild? Yeah, no, I'm sure if Draken sent you guys to help, you guys must be like really talented or skilled.
She decided to go for a walk out the window.
No, we can't
I just hop onto his back and he
just
floats
jump out the window.
You know what? We're not jumping. He flies. This is elvish.
Vampires.
Yes.
So this is the thing
Oh.
that she's been on for a while
Okay.
now.
That makes sense.
Vampires. All
yeah.
right.
Besides the point, the point of it is it comes to a peak, but it also overhangs a certain section of the forest. If sunlight's coming on the mountain, in the overhang at the summit of the mountain, there could potentially be an entranceway which is protected from the sunlight by the mountain overhang.
So we should go find it.
Welcome, everybody, to Season 2, Episode 9 of Sword Art Online Odd. We've got a full cast. I'm running out of chairs at my table, so everyone sound off.
Hi, guys. I'm
Hey.
Snow.
Hi,
I
Snow.
am the leader of the Odd Guild. My character's name is Snow as well, because I'm original. Thank you, Daniel. We miss you.
R.I.P. Daniel. R.I.P. Hi, I'm RL, and I play Zana Xerxes Zion with her cool Eidolon, Alistair. We can play jokes and have existential crises, but only on the inside because we don't want people to worry about us. Me. We're the same person.
Hi, I'm Handel. I play Ugwin. He's kind of egotistical maniac.
You
Yeah.
said he wasn't last time.
No.
Yeah, you did.
What? When
You
did I
did.
say
Yeah,
that?
You did.
I asked you if he was an egotistical maniac with a god
Well, I mean-
complex,
Well,
and you
he's not
said
gonna tell you that.
nah.
No,
He's
I
not-
mean,
He's not going to tell you
He was in
himself that he's
character.
that.
listen, maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit, okay.
He's not egotistical. It's justified.
He's just better than everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it's egotistical, but yeah.
No, I mean, like, connection to the heavens and
Well,
all that.
Zana's gonna have so much fun breaking your ego. Oh,
You do not want him to dislike you.
I heard lasagna's going to have so much fun.
Lasagna.
That would be the one thing that could probably break my ego.
Lasagna.
Yeah, lasagna.
Are you going to introduce yourself?
I am going to introduce myself. I am Iron. Snow,
Iron?
how do you
Isn't it
pronounce
Ere?
Are.
Are
Are.
Ilue?
There you go.
I mean, we could just keep going with R because it
I
was
like
so
R.
confusing.
It works very well.
I'm
You're
I'm a
stealing my
pirate.
shtick. My shtick is RL. You can't just be R. It's like RL without the
You
L.
stole mine first. My name in Discord is Ruel.
I was born with this name, baby.
So was I. Kind of.
Oh, no.
All right, we're gonna have to
It
fight
means alley in, like,
another
French.
fight to the
Ha-ha.
death. I love it. All right, so we're all waking up in this beautiful morning. If you are confused about the time frame, you're technically also waking up. It's just you're not here yet. So we're currently waking up the day after Snow, Ere, and Ugwin
Yeah.
all met up at Castle Rimidalv. And they just retired for the evening after coming up with their game plan to go and investigate the Queen's Garden. Now, technically, at this exact time, this would be when Zana was waking up in the Dovian household. So you're still a day behind, but we'll get back to you later. All of you are waking up, going about your daily routines. You all have breakfast, which is provided to you by the handmaids. And other than that, you are all just preparing yourselves for the day because you are all spellcasters. You're all just getting ready, preparing your spells.
I don't have to prepare spells.
I do not have to prepare spells.
I do not have to prepare spells.
I do not have to prepare spells.
Okay, I actually have to
But you
prepare
have
spells,
to, yeah, you do handle. I'm sorry, you have to
Can
prepare
I
your
go find
spells.
the redhead guy that makes really good yogurt?
Yes, you
Okay.
may.
I
Okay.
do that.
All right.
I prepared the same spells as I did last time. There we go. I'm done.
Bang, he prepared his spells. He sat and crisscross and meditated.
What is wrong?
Can I bring the puppy with me?
Not a puppy, full-grown wolf.
It's
no,
also
it's a puppy.
But arguably, you could try roll handle animal.
would he obey somebody else?
If she has a high enough handle animal, that's a D12. You want a D20. D20. There we go. Handle animal, I believe, goes off of your charisma.
Oh.
If you don't have any points in handle animal. The dog does not wish to get up. In fact, as soon as you open the door to head out of the room, it brushes directly past you and starts walking down the hall.
Doesn't love me anymore.
Now, you are going to be looking for the red-haired, scraggly 10 foot,
10
5 foot
yes.
10 individual that you met yesterday, who you know his name is Clyde. You're currently looking for Clyde, but you don't know where he is. But you are now out in the main hall.
Start opening doors.
Yeah.
Just every door.
All right, there are about 24 doors, 1 dozen on either side. Which door do you go to first? Are you going to start at the front or back of the hall, or do you want to open them at random?
Is there one directly across from me?
There is one directly across
I open that
from you.
one first.
Okay. It is an empty room. It does not look like it is currently occupied.
Okay, I turn to the left and open the next door on that side.
Okay. You walk in, and immediately upon opening the door, you get a...
Oh, that was beautiful. Can I hear that again?
Yes. You get a...
Mm-hmm.
Is it the redhead?
Mm.
That was as you are peering into the room, you see a rather large nude woman currently attempting to grab the bed sheet which she was dressing near and try and cover herself. My madam, do you not know how to knock?
Have you seen a redhead?
No, I've not seen a redhead. What are you even looking for?
Well, thank you for your time. I shut the door and go across. The one's directly across from the one I'm at now.
I'm going to speed this up. You're at this for about 50 minutes. You just peek your head through all of the rooms
With various screams of people getting ready for the day.
with various levels of screams and or emptiness.
And that one door with the guy changing that goes, "Hey, baby."
Come on
Hi.
Um,
in.
Until eventually you make your way.
Wait. I summon my unseen servant to go stroke his face as I move on.
The one that said, "Hey, baby."
Yeah.
Oh, is that canonical now, GM?
Yeah, that's canonical. I'm fine with this. You eventually make your way to where you see Nichia, which is the wolf. You see Nichia pawing at a door.
Oh, that's probably where Snow is. I keep going.
And you make your way down through the hallway. And after entering all of the doors, except the one Nichia is in, you have found no one. It is quite possible that he has already left his room because it is like 11 a.m. by now.
I go down to the kitchen.
Good place to try and find a cook. You make your way down into the kitchen and you are exploring down there for a little while, talking to all the various different maids, chefs, hand servants who are going about all of their daily business, but nary a sight of a ginger.
Is there any food?
Oh, there's tons of food. You're in a kitchen.
Is there yummy food?
There's utterly delectable food in the form
Like
of glazed pastries.
I like that. I take all of them.
And
Giant-
ginger.
There's some ginger on the shelf. You're not incorrect, but it's not the ginger she's looking for.
Darn.
You managed to abscond with 36 glazed pastries before the chef starts to shoo you away as you are absconding with them.
I take a few in my arms and
Run.
run.
So then you just make your way back up to your room where you find Handel getting his spells prepared for the day.
Hi.
How long have I been at this?
Oh, you're done preparing your spells for the
okay.
day. It took you an
Um,
hour or two.
What have you been up to?
You want some food?
Sure.
Here, take one.
What have you
I
been
just start
up
eating
to?
the rest of them.
Okay, so you gave him one while you were currently sitting down with about 2 baker dozen of pastries, just stuffing them in your face. Nom, 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 nom.
What? Can't have. I already gave you one.
What have you been up to?
What does it look like? I've been looking for food. Stupid Ginger, I couldn't find him anywhere.
Oh, well, we could just message him, probably.
Oh. I totally forgot that was a thing in this.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
I-
Do we just, like, wave my hand in the air and, like, start poking it?
And this is the appropriate time to bring up, how do I eat you? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Wait, what?
No, I mean, that seems right.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Eventually, after attempting for about 10 minutes, you eventually find how to open up the main player bar, which somehow miraculously you've forgotten how to do, though you have done it a couple of times before in order to, level up, select equipment. You would have started at level 1. You still would have needed to level up through. Yeah.
That's fine. We
Okay.
can still interact with the game.
Listen, maybe you think that's just the way the world works.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
It's
is
kind of like
light,
in
I mean,
Ella.
like, but
Shield Hero.
Yeah. Have you seen Rise of the Shield Hero?
No.
no.
Oh, it's a game that's conscious that it is a game kind of thing.
Not really conscious. It's just that the world interacts via
game mechanics.
game mechanics.
Like, no
such
game, no
as like
life?
elemental types,
Yeah, I
leveling
guess.
up, class bonuses, stuff like that.
Wait, okay, but then where's the line drawn? Because he lost an eye.
Yep.
And you don't lose body parts in Sword Art, right?
No, you did.
What?
Not forever.
Hey,
forever.
this isn't Sword Art. This is Sword Art Online Odd. It's my version where I get to torment all of your souls.
I mean, you
So-
can regain stuff via spells.
Mhm. Like I said last week, he could regain that via spell like Restoration.
I'll just make you a wonder item later.
All right.
All right, good talk. So you're done preparing your spells. You've successfully absconded with a myriad of pastries. And eventually, after about 10 minutes, you are able to figure out how to use team chat and messaging boards.
All right.
Well, I joined his group. Oh.
What?
Messaging boards.
I
And group
don't know
chats.
I don't know how this works.
That seems probably legit. So
Handel, are you going to attempt to assist her?
No, I'm just gonna try to message Clyde.
Okay, so that's better. So what do you send a message to Clyde containing?
Where are you?
In my room? Where are you?
All right, I immediately run down the hall to his room.
Do you know which room's his?
The one with the dog outside of it. It's the only one I haven't checked.
And so you find yourself as you barge in to the room that Chia was standing outside of that he was pawing. And Chia enters along with you, and you see before you a bit of a mess. Compared to all of the other rooms, this room looks like it was throttled. And in the center, where the bed should be, it's still the bed there, but it is a weird structure, completely made out of blankets, pillows, and various other forms.
Is it a fort?
There is a gigantic pillow fort.
Oh my gosh.
I made it in your honor.
Can I climb inside?
There is what looks to be a pillow that drops down and leads into the pillow fort.
Oh my gosh. I go inside, obviously.
I'm just gonna stand out here.
Okay, ouch. Okay. You're just standing outside the doorway looking in like, what in the heck is going on?
invited in.
And while meanwhile, she's like, pillow fort! And just dives straight in. In which, upon diving in, you do find yourself greeted with two figures as you launch into the side of one. You hear, oh!
Oops.
And you're face planted laying down in the bed with your head currently jabbed into the side of an individual.
Is it the ginger?
You roll a perception check.
It's just somebody else's room.
It's really all a lie. None of us are here.
7.
Total of 7 for your perception. What did you roll? A 2?
Mm-hmm.
You are able to see that it looks to be a male figure with red hair. But other than that, it is kind of hard to see in here due to the lack of light.
Are you the ginger?
I'm a ginger.
It's the ginger!
I don't know if I'm the ginger. I'm a ginger. I think there are a lot of us last
Make me
time I
yogurt.
checked. Yeah, you want a parfait? And he just
Yeah.
goes into his inventory, pulls out a parfait.
What?
Could just do that?
I had a lot of these pre-made.
I'm gonna start consuming my glazed pastry.
Yes. wonderful.
Outside the door.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of pre-made food.
I am in awe, and I just start eating the parfait.
All right, wonderful. And meanwhile, Wilson is just laying on the bed.
Wait, did she jump out a window again?
Yes, technically speaking. Yeah, it was kind of a long night for Wilson. I've just kind of been letting him relax. Yeah, I heard he had a rough time.
You want a bun?
No, I don't want a bun.
Well, fine.
Thank you for offering, though. All right. Well, it's probably about midday. We should probably get up.
You haven't.
I'm in my pajamas sulking. Leave me alone, woman.
I thought you were just weird.
I'm gonna knock on the
And we'll
door.
Okay, you knock on the door, which is
Wait,
still wide open, by the way.
pillow
Meanwhile, you're standing outside. You saw your compatriot lunge into a mass of pillows, and then all of a sudden, you just see Wilson stand up, and the entire thing, like it's just like a meerkat coming out of the ground. He just sticks his head up.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, Ugwin.
Han Ugwin.
And Ugwin.
That's a
Is
nice
that your
handle you
name?
got there.
A nice handle
Thank
you
you.
got there. Oh,
How are you?
dead inside.
Oh, that's good.
Why? What happened?
Like we said, and Clyde's kind of sitting up. It was a long night.
What happened?
There was vomiting. I tried to clean myself off in the pool tub, and then I come out, and then Wilson's distraught. Snow jumped out a window. I think she does that a lot, and he won't tell me what's going on.
Defenestrated.
Where is Snow?
What?
I don't know anymore.
What did you guys eat?
Oh no. A lot of sugar.
Oh,
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was mostly Clyde. He had too much ice cream.
do you have any more?
Probably. What flavor?
Can I? There's more than one?
Yes.
Can I have all of them?
Imagine
What?
flavors.
You
of
only had
ice cream.
vanilla. You only had vanilla the other day. I don't want to hear these lies and deceit.
Can I have like a scoop of all of them?
You get a scoop of vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry in a bowl.
Yay! I dip my bread in it.
You dip your glazed pastry, which is basically just a donut, in your ice cream.
Yeah.
Yum.
And this is breakfast.
Why do all the girls in our guild love sugar?
No.
Snow's like an addict, basically.
It's not that I love sugar, it's that I love pastries.
That's pretty full of sugar.
I just like anything that tastes good.
Well, I guess we should find Snow, or the queen, or the priest. No
If-
wanted to talk to the queen or the priest. but
Well,
we could talk to them too.
do we know where she went? Does anybody know
No.
where she went?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know where I went, apparently.
last time she was up on the roof.
Ari, I spread my fire wings and
Inside?
in
the pillar fort?
I jump out the window and then spread my fire wings
Okay.
to fly to the roof.
Okay. The window's currently closed. Are you still going to try and jump out of it?
Can I open the window?
There you go. You can then open the window, just take a step back, and then launch yourself off the windowsill, and you spread your wings and
Wait.
fly into the morning sky.
Yeah.
GM,
Just
where the
keep-
hell am I? What the heck? Where did I find?
Oh, you're dead.
I'm dead.
Okay. So you you just see your compatriot jump out a window. What do you do?
I'll float out there, see what she's doing.
So you just walk into the room, past the two guys who are currently standing up in the middle of the
I had
billboard,
a short
and just
conversation.
just
with them.
walk off the
Yeah.
off the window.
Yeah.
Nice. Clyde, do you see what I'm talking about? This is the same thing. Like, what is up with people and just stepping out windows? Like, I don't get it. Like, they should die. This is not okay. Well, like Wilson, there's spellcaster classes. I know there's spellcaster classes. I think they're stupid and busted, and this game needs a patch. And you two find yourself.
Wait, would patching the game kill everybody?
It's a good question.
Or would
Allie looks terrified.
we don't? Oh, okay, wait.
There's a thought process
Hello?
going on.
Okay,
You good? Uh-huh.
we don't know it's a game.
Uh-huh.
Are
So,
they NPCs?
For us, it's like if we die in the game, we die in real life too. But like we don't know. But like
Right.
it's just that we don't have that second level
Yeah,
of like understanding.
right.
But if you already think this is real life.
Your characters don't, but Handel asked the question, not Ugwin.
Like what happens when we realize it's a game?
Ooh, you'll have to find out
Ooh.
later.
Find out next time on Sword Art Online.
All right,
That's
that's the episode.
the episode, everybody. Thank you so much.
I came here for nothing.
So you two spend the better part of an hour
God.
scanning over the castle grounds. flying over the courtyard, over the roof, checking some of the rooms which you have access to, including the throne room, the kitchen, the dining hall, all of the various places where you think she might have gone. Wilson and Clyde have also been helping explore whilst they've been doing it on foot, but you have been unable to find her. We pan over to Snow.
Where am I?
Snow, please roll a perception check.
Crit.
Ooh, crit.
A crit. That's right. I probably have no idea I probably shouldn't know where I am, but yeah.
You wake up surrounded by lush green scenery. You find yourself surprisingly comfortable, even though you are just laying down in a field of grass with your head rested on a mossy log. You hear the chirping of birds filling the air, and you look around, and you are in a beautiful garden.
Man, that ice cream trick really took me fun. I'm kidding. Guys? Hello? Do I see the castle or anything?
Roll a with your perception, all you were able to see was that you are surrounded by dense, lush green scenery almost anywhere you look. The trees here are absolutely massive, none of which is shorter than 100 feet tall. The canopy is risen well high above you, and there is dense, thick, but beautiful and luscious foliage with a large array of colors.
Could I, out of game, I'm thinking I know where I am, but could I roll a wisdom check for...
Go for it.
Okay.
Yep.
8. I probably have no idea.
It's green. It's forest.
It's forest. I'm somewhere outside. That's what you were able to deter.
Did anybody message Snow during?
No
all
one
that?
has messaged
No?
her.
Okay.
I'm lost.
What is the conversion rate between in-game currency to real-life money
What?
in the game?
What?
What?
Well, because eventually we're going to get out, right?
Yeah, and why
If
do you
we don't
think
die.
it converts?
Why wouldn't it?
Why?
What?
You can
What?
trade things in-game,
Yeah.
which means there's going to be a market. So what's the
Right.
conversion?
If the game doesn't explode,
yeah,
or is
if
not
everyone in the game
destroyed.
doesn't die
Get
first.
out of the game to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you first have to get out of the game
No,
for
I
that to
know.
be relevant.
Boy, if I had all
Why are
the
you
money I
guys
have in
assuming-
Animal Crossing in real life.
No, not like that. I mean, like,
a market hasn't opened for that yet because everyone's still
Yeah,
in the
but it
game.
will.
Yeah.
so what's
So
it gonna
we'll
be?
cross that bridge when we come to it.
Putting a damper on my plans.
That's metagaming.
That's
It is
metagaming.
not.
You don't
Yeah,
know
if you
you're
don't
in the
know the
game.
You're adjusting your character's plans
I am
based on
not
knowledge that
adjusting
you
my
wouldn't
character's
have.
plans. I'm
What?
attempting to establish a baseline for the game. Because
But
I
you don't know
That's
you're in a
adjusting
game.
your-
Which doesn't exist yet.
But it will.
But that's metagaming.
How?
Why do you want to know?
That
What?
literally any amount of information that you have that didn't come from the game is
Right.
metagame.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to play in character.
Then how do I know any of
It's
my
called
spells?
role playing.
You know your spells because your class, because you're apparently
There's a-
you believe you're this person.
There's a player interface that tells you all of these things.
But it doesn't tell me anything else.
It doesn't.
No?
It tells you about what your
Can you tell?
abilities are.
What is wrong?
I just
I'm
want more
confused.
information.
Well, we can talk more afterwards.
You can discuss, you could theoretically open up a market in the game with other players that you know in the game are people in real life and start a market, but one has not yet been created. I will give you that much information. So, Snow,
Uh-huh.
I'm outside. That's about all you know.
Snow messages Wilson. Hey, I got the forest. I'm lost in the forest. This is a problem. I can't see anything else on the mini map. There are trees. I know what direction north is.
I gave you a ring of direction.
Yeah.
woman.
Yes.
It discerns north.
Wait,
That's why she knows which direction north
is
is.
there not like a map feature?
No, there's a map feature.
But if I open up the map, what do I see?
A lot of green and some rocks nearby to your south.
Oh my gosh, I know north.
So if you know north, you could go south.
I could.
There are rocks south. There's ocean north, east, and west. You are currently in a giant patch of forest, though, which looks like it spans rather distantly in every direction for at least a couple of miles.
I don't know what Clyde put in the ice cream, but I got really far. Really far.
Okay, Snow, number one rule of locating missing people. Don't go anywhere.
Wait 48 hours.
Wait 48 hours before you start moving, basically.
But it's cold.
Don't you have cold weather gear in your inventory?
No.
Well, you're screwed.
Could you make a fire?
With my survival, I probably could.
That is the skill you would use, Snow. What an astute observation.
Thanks, Wilson.
Go find some dry timber and some kindling and try and make a fire to warm up by.
Ooh, you're right. I should start a forest fire.
Do not burn. Wait, you're in a forest?
I'm in a forest.
Oh.
I take a picture.
I thought you were in green. Hello?
I'm in green. And I send him the picture.
Snow?
Yeah.
Why are you in the Queen's Garden?
Oh, crap. How did I get here? Well, I guess I'll have to find the entrance, exit thing.
Snow, should we ask the Queen's permission to go in and get you, or should we just come and get you and say you got lost and then use that as an excuse to discuss with her later?
Executive decision? I got nothing.
You're the guild leader. You have to have an executive decision.
Okay, the path of least resistance would be going and asking the queen.
Well, what if she says no, and then you're stuck in the garden?
Then I die.
But we can't have that because you're the guild leader.
Fine, then come and get me.
Okay.
I don't care.
And then you two, briefly after, get a message from Wilson. Meet me back at the entrance to the castle. We've got to go get Snow.
All right. I go.
And this is how he got us into the forest.
Everybody just gets a map.
Yeah, you have a mini-map.
I thought
Okay,
we were
but
speeding through this part, by the way.
Yeah, I
And
thought
so
that's what we
I
were doing.
Bought maps.
Someone wanted to steal pastries. I don't know what you're talking about. But
I bought maps.
Yeah.
But if you just getting map, does that mean that I have like an expanded
So,
version?
Correct.
you know
Okay.
Minecraft, how the world isn't always filled in?
your maps
Yeah.
would fill in that. And it would also go into greater detail.
All right.
Yeet.
Good. All right. By the time everyone is able to converge and get from their various locations, everyone is currently standing in the courtyard. It is Ere, Ugwin,
R.A.
R.A.
or R. Whatever you want to be called at this point.
Arr, Ugwin, Clyde, and Wilson. And they are all centered in the middle of the courtyard right now. It has taken you guys quite a while to explore and discover everything, and it looks like it is actually past noon now and getting later towards the evening, and you are currently discussing your plan, and Wilson informs you, all right, guys, listen, Snow somehow managed on a sugar high in the middle of the night to jump off a 1,000-foot cliff and land herself dead center in the middle of the Queen's Garden.
It sounds probable. It really does.
So I guess we got to get a rescue mission in order.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so
Just launch yourself.
I'm gonna state the obvious here. Me and Clyde, we can't fly.
Wait here.
That's our guild leader. We're not waiting here.
Well,
All right, then
Then- figure it out.
do what she did.
Y'all,
We can't jump and not die.
Well,
She
how the
has
hell did-
magic.
What?
Just all the Queen's men just see everyone launching themselves off the cliff. Oh, they must have a death wish.
What do you reckon that is, Sharon?
I'm sure we can make like
It looks like
makeshift parachutes. That would be a
Suicide
good
pact?
idea.
a big bird. Big bird?
all right.
If
so
your
it says
friends
that-
jumped off a cliff, would you?
I'm the first person to jump off the cliff. I'm a leader, not a follower. Thank you.
Snow was.
Any solutions, my dear spellcasters?
No.
if it's a
I don't know why.
phantom, can it fly?
No. You're looking at Phantom Steed? You didn't prepare any of those spells, Ugwin?
What?
You didn't prepare those spells. You prepared those spells.
No, I prepared all the spells that I prepared last time.
Well, it wasn't that those?
I don't know. I have the spells that I prepared on here, so I'm looking.
Okay.
Did we decide whether or not they could go into the pocket dimension?
Who? Wilson and Clyde?
Yeah,
They went in your pocket dimension. They were part
One
of the
of them did.
conversation.
one of them did.
All
yeah,
right.
but after that, we were trying to figure out whether because can you breathe in it?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Okay.
Is there oxygen in that pocket dimension?
Well, clearly there is. Otherwise,
Is there a door in the garden?
How would you know?
You're not there. How would you know if there's a door in the garden?
That's why I'm asking.
Ooh, wait. Can
That's
we bring a
metagaming.
door?
That's metagaming.
Could bring a door.
You could bring a door.
Can I just carry around a door?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't it have to?
Have to
Wouldn't
find,
it
like, a
have
really
to attach
light
to something
one.
though?
You could put the door in the pocket dimension for safekeeping.
Why is one of the doors to the throne room gone?
Later. When I level up, I'll fix it when I level up. I got it.
Okay,
It's
so
great.
do you guys have anything that could potentially be useful with getting us down the cliff?
Yo.
No?
Wilson just gets a message. Either my stomach's growling, or there's something else here. Period.
Snow, just you're a level 9 character. I feel.
I'm in the trees right now.
What happened to you being cold? I thought you were gonna make a fire.
Oh, I made a fire in the tree.
Don't set the trees on fire. That's the Queen's garden.
I didn't set
Can
the
Okay, guys, we gotta get down
Roll
there quick.
perception to see where she is.
She's super far away.
Yes.
She's in the tree.
You can try.
Like, can I fly over and look
Okay.
for her?
You can try.
So,
All right.
while everyone is sitting around discussing, you are currently standing in the middle of the courtyard, and the gate of the castle opens up, and you see a carriage roll in.
Okay.
rolling.
Should I think any of this?
It
anything
comes
of
up to
this?
the front steps, and a very large man with white hair slicked back opens up,
Opens up.
walks out of the carriage, and opens up the other carriage door. And as he does so, he says, "Welcome to Castle Rimidalv.
Ooh, pretty. Where's my horse?
Oh, it is over there in the stables." Wait, Sana! Perfect timing!
I'm gonna run and give him a hug. Clyde!
Hey, yeah, so, we need help. You have spells. You're a spellcaster, right?
Yeah?
Okay, good. Do you have anything that could, make me and Wilson fly?
What's going on?
Oh, Snow's lost.
I gave that woman a ring of direction!
We know you gave her a ring of direction, but your ring of direction only points north, and she doesn't know what to do with north.
Gosh, diddly darn dang it!
All I know is, and Wilson stops, and he looks at Dorian. All I know is that she is lost somewhere, and we have to go and get her. We'd probably need our horses. Well, maybe not. If we can't, we might want to leave our horses behind.
Okay, wait. I just quacking got here, first of all right? Second of all, you all have already gotten yourselves in trouble without me, so that basically proves that I'm not the bad luck charm of this guild. I point to Dorian and I'm like, it was already working. My confidence is already getting up there.
Oh, by the way, we these guys are helping us out.
Hello.
Dark sent them. They're on a mission to assist
The
us.
quack are these tribes?
That's Ere and that's Ugwin.
Why did Dark send people?
Because we lost 2 members, and now we have 2 different members.
Yeah,
Temporary.
Oh,
Useful
hi, it's
members.
official.
we need a guild meeting. Anyway.
Well, yes, we do, but our guild leader is missing.
Anyway, hi, I'm Zana. Nice to meet you, Ere?
What's your name now?
Ere? Are?
Just whatever you think it is perfect.
Ere? Nice to meet you. I'll go put out my hand to shake.
And Ere tentatively shakes her hand awkwardly from across the table.
And you are...
Ugwin.
Ugwin. I am Zana. Nice to meet you. Good to meet you. Okay. This is a lot to take in. Where exactly is Snow? Do you know where... I'll message Snow. Snow, where are you? Question mark. I am here.
Hey! How's it going?
That did not answer my question.
Well,
Where are you?
Wilson thinks I'm in the Queen's garden.
Queen has her own garden? What?
Are you talking out loud?
No, this is
These were
messages.
messages.
Adam,
She
like,
said she was
Dorian
messaging her.
wouldn't do anything bad.
It's still a message. She said
Okay.
she was messaging
just
her.
Unless
making
she just
sure.
said that last part out loud. That's the only
She
thing.
might have said it out loud. You never know. Just gotta be careful.
Hey?
Hey,
Is
Dorian.
that a bad thing?
Dorian, we're gonna go for a walk. I would not recommend this. This is almost nighttime, and it is the most dangerous time.
Wait, what?
She's been out there for a day.
Wait,
gosh.
what?
Dorian, I think we need some help. Do you think you could maybe help us a little bit?
It depends. What is the assistance in which you require?
We need to find our guild leader.
What the hell was she lost? She was in castle.
I don't know. Guys, how was she lost? I'm gonna hold Dorian's big hand like a father figure. Just hold his
We're
hand.
not gonna talk about the circumstances which led her to leaving. Just know that she left.
Did you guys get her drunk?
No, we didn't get her drunk. We got her high. On sugar. We had a lot of ice cream.
Okay. I'm holding Dorian's hand. I was like, well, my friend Dorian here knows the castle well, right, Dorian?
I have lived here for over 50 years.
Yeah, so I think that if we needed help, if we asked him very nicely, he might help us, right? Maybe?
How old does Dorian look?
Dorian is
Please roll a
very
perception
old,
check.
but he is buff, big man, and he is good man, and he considers me a friend, and I consider him a friend.
Hashtag Instagram picture of food made in wilderness.
Do I still have my rolls on me?
Yes, you have eaten through a
I
majority
take
of
one
them.
out
Mhm.
like it's a
33.
gold coin,
Mhm.
and I wave it in front of his face. Be like, help us, and this will be yours.
I see you have some of Gabriella's pastries.
I do. There are plenty more where that came from.
Yes,
If you catch my drift.
indeed, Gabriella makes them every morning.
Wilson just gets a picture. Can Snow gather some food?
Yes.
Stuffs.
Please roll survival.
It's not bad. 23.
Good job, Snoop. Staying alive. All of that is actually surprisingly edible.
So wait, how old does he look?
It's deceiving because he has completely staunch white hair, which seems slicked back, and it is kind of falling backwards over onto his shoulders. So you would assume, due to the white hair, he would be relatively aged, but he is immensely large. He is, I think, 6'4" and a rather insanely buff man, currently wearing a tuxedo. So his age is hard to gauge. You assume he's in his 50s or 60s, but he's hilariously in shape if he is that old.
Okay.
I put my hand on the ginger and then dimensional door to Snow.
Do you know where Snow is?
I don't need to. I can visualize her in my mind.
You can visualize
no.
her, but not where she is.
Dimension door only works if you visualize location. Doesn't work on people. And also it has a range.
Darn.
Okay, well, anyways, so, Anna.
Yeah?
And Wilson starts messaging you. Do you think we can trust Dorian? The Queen's
Yes.
Garden is restricted.
If we explain
Somewhere
the
we're not supposed to be, most likely.
If we explain the situation, I think Dorian will understand. And
So much paperwork.
Do you want to try and risk that? What if we get in trouble? We literally just got you out of jail.
I wouldn't be the one going into jail this time. Dorian, can I ask you a favor?
You have asked me many favors over time period and carriage. What is one more?
So they think that Snow might be in the Queen's Garden. Not quite sure how she got there.
Oh no, this is bad.
Is this bad?
This is very bad.
This is very bad.
The Queen's Garden is a beautiful and lush place during daytime.
Oh, that
but
doesn't.
But it is not daytime.
How does time pass in this area? It was literally day moments ago.
I would highly recommend that we go and attempt to rescue your friend. We
A
will...
dramatic reenaction of what Zana holding Dorian's hand looks like.
Why are you a small 2-foot tall child?
Because
Also, why do you
Dorian
have
is
a
big
tail?
boy. Dorian is
Oh, she
big.
has a tail.
I have a
Oh.
tail.
It's
But I
called an
have just-
exaggeration, Quentin.
I'm actually surprised none of my guild members has pointed it out yet because I have just last episode revealed that I actually have horns and a tail because I've been keeping it a secret this entire time.
I walk over and stroke her horns.
Okay.
Oh, that's a new sensation.
Roll a d20.
Well, winking.
Well,
a
Tony?
d20, yeah.
9, base 9.
Okay. It's weird. It just feels like it's sending chills down your spine right now.
It's a new sensation I've never felt before.
What does it feel like when I stroke it? Like the actual texture of the horns?
It
Yes.
feels-
That'd be her.
It feels like if you had your bones out of your body and someone were gently caressing them.
She means texture.
No, I mean, what do I feel when I'm stroking your horns?
Oh, probably
What do they feel like?
they feel like horns. Have you never touched a horn before?
Are they smooth? Do they have ridges?
Yeah,
Are they-
like
they
that.
have. Okay,
Are they rough? I would
someone.
assume rough with ridges.
Yes.
Well, I don't want you to show me. I want you to describe it.
They're
Like
like-
the actual sensation.
Yeah, because nobody else knows.
They are like billy goat's horns, as they are small and barely protruding out of her head, but you go to stroke them and they are rough with little ridges as your fingers dance along the ridges.
little
It feels like
bumps.
a little bump.
They're not big horns.
They have little
they're-
ridges.
They're little tiny,
It's like-
itty bitty horn.
Yeah, it's like an
Horns.
inch or two sticking out of her head.
It's like that. It's small horn that I
Okay.
was able to cover up.
Then I turn around and bend over and like pick up her tail to see how much it
Whoa.
weighs.
Oh, what?
That is
Ooh.
oddly pleasurable.
Oh, I can't say that I don't like that, but this is a weird.
Noticing
this is
her reaction, I just start like
not the,
stroking.
Stop the time. Clyde, get her to stop.
What? Oh, I thought that was fake. I thought you were like dressing up for a costume party or something.
Well, hi.
No, it's very real.
I'm gonna move my tail to try and like push her away with it.
Okay, roll the hit.
That's not a bad roll. Added to what?
Your
CMB.
CMB.
That would be a 21 total.
As you are not expecting it, you currently get slapped in the face with the tail that you were stroking.
I am so sorry. I don't have a lot of control over this thing. That was oddly pleasurable, and now is not the time for that. Later, sweetheart, later.
All right.
Oh,
I do believe that we should be rushing with some
Yes,
sense of
yes.
urgency in this matter. We
yes.
will have to gather an immense amount of grappling gear in order to scale down mountaintop.
lead the way, Dorian.
I have string.
Lead the way, Dorian.
I appreciate
yes.
I appreciate your assistance and your eagerness in the matter, but I do not believe string would be enough to hold up body weight in order to stamp you from falling down thousands of feet.
I probably need to roll for how easy it is for Snow to kind of stay in one place.
Please do. Roll a will save.
'Cause
Because that
this is
is
very-
will.
I hit her die, but that's a 11.
I could turn into something with wings.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I could, yeah.
You
I could.
How?
Alter self.
Let me read that one. I don't know if that actually gives you the abilities of the
I don't
creature.
think it does.
I don't think it does.
I think it gives you the appearance.
You can assume the form,
Mhm.
and you have any one of the following abilities. You would either get dark vision, low light vision, scent, and or swim. Light is not listed amongst them.
Ugh.
You have to have polymorph in order to do that. Alter self is just an alteration. If you chose like a wolf, you would get more like vulpine-esque features with like pointier ears and like
Man, this would be great for cosplay.
and you'd have little like fur and maybe like a little muzzle, but it's mostly the eyes, and you would get the dark vision or scent of a wolf.
All
You
right.
wouldn't get all the
Not-
characteristics. You couldn't turn into a bird, basically.
Not important.
Wouldn't
right
she
now.
be easier to find at night because she radiates light?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
but it's also dangerous.
I launch into the air and just start scanning from the skies.
Okay, so you are all guided over to the cliffside, which overhangs the Queen's Garden. As you are on the ledge of the cliff, which the castle is rested on, they drive heavy iron nails into the ground nearby and start descending on ropes. A number of the Queen's Guard, and you are all led over, and you are given proper safety equipment. Meanwhile, while everyone is getting prepared, Ellie instead just launches her body off of the cliff, which then drops
Alright.
thousands.
I still have my fire wings. I never put them away.
Oh, you never put them away?
No.
Oh, that would be everyone was I'm just letting you know that everyone was immensely unsettled by the fact that you have fire wings if you didn't put them away.
sorry. Yeah, no, that was just we were just there. Like I never.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you just jump off the cliff with your fire wings and start flying. Everyone else is propelling themselves down the cliffside. Ugin, are you gonna do anything edgewise? Are you gonna repel or just walk?
I'm just gonna
Glide?
fall down.
Fall down
Yeah.
like an elevator?
Yeah.
Who can fall down?
Okay. So he just walks off the cliff and then stands there in midair for a little bit.
Air presses a button.
And he just is like 10 feet off the cliff, clearly where there's nothing, and then just starts slowly descending while everyone else is attempting to propel themselves downward via the ropes, which have been dropped.
That man has an invisible elevator. A little bit jealous. Not gonna lie.
Is that what it is? What if it is an invisible? But how does it move other places?
It's
It's a
like Willy
trans-
Wonka's elevator. You can go up and down.
But
and to
how's
the
it going
side
through
and
things?
diagonal.
Unless it like
It's
is
a
incorporeal at times and then becomes
quiet
corporeal at other times.
semantics. They don't matter. What matters, that man has an invisible elevator.
It's clearly an elevator, okay?
So you all eventually make your way down into the Queen's Garden. Snow.
Yeah.
What have you been doing all this time?
Did I wonder? I probably wandered around the area, but I wouldn't go too far from where I was, just
Mhm.
exploring a little bit and
Okay.
keeping like what do I have in my inventory? I probably have something I can use to keep my trail behind me.
Didn't you take Arcane Mark?
No, I don't have that.
Oh, you took that as a cantrip. Never mind.
That's not a cantrip.
Yes, it is.
Oh, no, I never took it. Let's see.
I have that for some reason.
Yeah, no, I didn't take that. I have some thin vines from before, but I don't know how many I have. I also have that spider silk.
Okay. I thought you sold your spider silk.
I gave it to the guild.
The lieutenant, I thought.
No,
Oh, you didn't?
I had my own.
Okay.
I had my own spider silk. I only have 2 of them left, and I'm pretty sure I gave them to our friends.
Tiffany to experiment with?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you've managed to stay within the general vicinity of the location which you woke up in because it was a little bit of a clearing. There was a little bit of a glen, but you
I have to cut off the sugar, guys. Keeps on getting me into trouble.
But you've wandered around a couple hundred feet, but you try to stay within eyesight of the primary glen which you were in. Did you decide to start a fire because it is starting to get cold as the night falls?
Sure.
Okay, please roll survival for me.
I do have my flint and steel too.
That'll give you a bonus.
Math.
Math.
16.
You are able to successfully start a nice, warm, regular-sized campfire.
Do.
You're
Do.
somberly singing to yourself, trying to pass the time as you eat some berries that you found in the forest. Mm.
Oh, thank you, Peter, for conducting.
Okay. While you're singing,
Yeah.
you hear a rustling of the leaves.
I don't like the sound of any of that. Please stop. She just stops singing and looks behind her,
And
or wherever it is.
it sounds as if it's coming from all around you. But as you are singing, you hear something from the forest.
Oh my gosh, it's the Kodomas. Snow starts to get into it.
And as you play along with this noise,
And fascinate. Can I fascinate?
you hear a number of other voices chime in.
No.
And eventually, after this goes on for a little while, and the bushes rustle, roll a perception check.
The voices start to get closer.
They do.
They get closer. 15.
You see faint little lights coming out of the bushes. And before you,
Are they leshies?
there are about a half dozen little leshies
Oh my gosh, they're adorable.
walking up to you.
What about the fly trap? Is the fly trap coming out?
No, you see
The cute things.
a leafy leshy and a lotus leshy. A number of them. They're intermittently mixed.
Okay.
And they all seem to be holding little canisters of fireflies.
The singing continues. Since I am a bard, I'll put on a performance.
Wonderful.
Do we hear any of this? Can I perception?
Please roll a perception check.
Ooh,
21 for performance of singing.
27 for my perception.
Wonderful. And you also roll a perception check.
She's
too
still
distracted
flying.
by my
Yes, she's
elevator
flying.
music.
She's flying above, and she would be able to hear them.
And
she's
just
flying over the garden.
Just a, suggestion. When you come down into the forest, maybe you want to put your fire wings away.
I said a burn is the word. I said a
Burn is the word.
I said a burn.
One.
Did you not crit?
Fail.
Crit?
Negative.
Not negative crit.
An unnatural negative crit.
This is why we don't bring fire into the forest.
It's very dark out right now, and other than your bright wings shining, it's hard to actually see anything on the ground or hear anything. You end up just flying in a straight line, waiting till you see something. But the distance in which you've traveled is unknown. And you keep going for quite some time.
Oh no, now she's gonna get
We'll come back to that later.
So I got a 27 in perception.
You were
wanna-
able to hear an echo throughout the forest. You hear a faint song off in the distance. It sounds like it's coming from in front of you, going deeper into the northeast section of the forest.
Hang on, I gotta bring back the real song. This little light of mine.
I'm gonna let it shine. No, that we only sing that when we're really scared. She's singing. I know this song. I know this. Yeah, do you hear that? Does anybody else hear this?
Huh?
This could be either very good thing or very bad thing.
Okay, whatever it is, it's a thing. That's a song. That's our song. That's the song that we sang when we all got our guild emblems.
Yeah, that's right. When we were in the caves, it was
Do
kind
you
of.
think that's Snow trying to call out to us?
Probably. She's known to sing that song whenever she's kind of nervous or well, in a dark, scary place.
Northeast side. Let's go.
Handle, are you following them?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So everyone,
Just floating.
everyone plunges deeper into the dark pits of the forest.
I'm going to let Nugget out and float beside me.
Oh,
It comes out.
Yep.
That's less of a
Good
turkey
noise.
and more of a just you.
Okay, I'm gonna roll everyone's perception for this creature. All right, Zana, roll a perception check, please. Please roll low. Did you net crit? No one sees this. Yes. It's blending in with the night sky so perfectly due to its skin tone.
Wonderful.
But your little nugget is scurrying about the forest, hovering over the ground.
My God, I just keep imagining a little Minecraft creature of some kind, just with the awkward like leg walking where it's just straight legs.
Oh, no one gets to know what nugget is. It's beautiful. It's gonna stay a hidden joke forever. I love it. Okay, great. So you are all plunging your way deep into the forest until eventually you see a very bright light coming out in front of you. Okay, we should advance slowly, just in case this is trap.
can I perception?
Yes, please perception check.
11.
You all walk into the forest slowly, tentatively. The trees start to thin and it opens up to a decent-sized glen.
I'm dancing now too.
And you see there is Snow
24.
with about 24 small leaf-like figures all holding hands in a circle, dancing around a campfire.
Oh, heck
What?
yeah. Clyde, we should join. I'm a join? Do I have to roll for that?
Yes, please roll your perform dance. That's pretty good.
This
I'm
18
just going to
nat-
stand there like,
I'm going.
what?
But does Nugget join in?
I don't know. Does
Roll,
Nugget
roll a
join
will
in?
save for Nugget. Nugget's got a will save. It's kind of intriguing.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and hold Snow's hand, like join in at that specific
13.
time.
13.
Oh, I'm not holding
He's
anybody's hand. I'm like
equally as
in the middle, I
bewildered.
think.
Wait, aren't they dancing around a campfire?
Yeah.
Are you in the fire? What?
No, I'm probably like I'm just dancing. Like, I'm dancing around. They're probably like in a circle. I feel like around.
Oh, they would have joined
Me.
you holding
Oh,
hands with you.
I wouldn't be hold. They're too short.
So, are you being sizist?
Okay, they're holding onto my pant leg. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Do, 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 do.
Do, 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 do. She's safe, guys. Oh my gosh, would you look at this? Oh, what are these things?
No. Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
I'm gonna give her a hug, and also while giving her a hug, wrap my tail around her, also giving her a hug.
Roll a will save.
Oh, I'm not
Her or
bothered by
me?
it.
Her.
I already knew about it. Clyde told me about it in the
Oh, that's right.
right-
Yeah, yeah,
right
yeah.
over, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is who I am, and I hope you can accept me.
I mean, what do you? You're the same person that I've known the whole time. So, hold on.
We
Also,
need
by the way, Snow has like all these leaves in her hair. She kind of looks like if
She made,
anybody
like-
didn't know her class, she'd probably look like a druid.
Yeah, she had a little leafy headdress made for her and a couple of a flower petal necklace made by the leafies.
Yes.
And a bralette.
Oh, oof.
And a
These-
bralette.
these-
Is this what
over
you've
your
been
clothes?
doing?
No, I've probably taken
all
it off.
day?
I'm stripped down.
Wait, yes, no, we need to address this. Ugwin asks a good question.
What?
Like, what?
I'm one with nature now.
Did you class change again?
Oh God, are those
No.
poison ivy leaves?
Are there just like clothes on like the floor? Like next to you as you're
Probably. I got like it's like a new outfit or
Or
something.
were you, when you left, were you naked already?
No.
No. Okay, this was the good outcome. Oh, that is relieving. Everyone, we should pack up camp and leave.
Yes, I agree. Let's
Uh,
go.
And
Definitely get out of here.
yes, and you all are
I grab my
escorted by the
stuff.
Queen's Guard. You are grabbing your stuff. You're all escorted by a number of the Queen's
taking
Guard
a
as you are.
I'm holding hands with one of them.
Okay.
This is mine now.
Do you pick it up and try and carry it off?
If it lets me.
It hops up in your hand.
Oh my gosh. No, are you sure it's a good idea to take that?
Probably not.
Put it down.
I'll come back for you later.
Give it a little kiss.
I'll
Give
pick
it
it up again.
Give it
and
a
I'll
little
hold you
kiss.
again.
And it wraps its little leafy arms around your neck. It gives you a hug and starts nuzzling your neck.
Do you want to come with me? Are you a good boy? I sense
Snow.
motive. Crit.
You sense this is a good, kind-hearted creature which immensely enjoyed your company, but you feel wary taking it away from the rest of the group.
I put it back.
Good girl, Snow.
But then it just runs back to all of its other friends and starts dancing around the campfire again.
I should probably put out the fire because, Smokey the Bear would be really upset if we just kind of left a fire in the
Yeah.
forest.
Smokey might kill us for that.
Yeah.
Only you can prevent forest fires, and the
Only
Amazon
you can
rainforest
prevent
was on
forest
fire
fires.
for a while, so it's time
You
for you to
assholes.
pay the price. Let's go. Let's start speed walking. Maybe speed walking.
And
huh?
you are all escorted by the Queen's Guard as you are attempting to leave the Queen's Guard.
Well, this was embarrassing.
I don't like that. word,
Everyone roll a perception
attempting.
check real quick.
Crit? Am I still just
Wow, what is it with
11.
you and crits?
I crit. It's keeping me alive.
Uh,
Oh no.
You can roll another perception check.
Snow does mention, she's like, wait, where's R.A.? Ugwin, where's your partner?
I have no idea.
Wait, wasn't she flying above the garden?
Yeah.
Wait, she was flying above garden.
No.
How did you not notice?
well?
I mean, I noticed she flew off. I assume she landed. Does she know where she is?
Tell her to come back.
I don't know how to work.
I'll message her, telling her that we found Snow and to come back.
All right, please roll a d20 and add your intelligence to see if you can figure out how to open up the menu to see this message.
Or would it technically be use magic device?
Yeah, if you have used magic device, I'd let you
What
substitute
was the
that.
roll? Ooh, woo. That was my roll for my perception.
What's your use magic device? Do you have any?
I can add that?
You can.
12.
Okay, it's better. You are able to navigate since you were able to do this morning. You remember how to open up the menu and you see handles Ugwin's message instructing you that they found Snow successfully and that you should head back to the castle now.
I don't know what direction I'm going in, right?
Roll survival to see if you can figure out where you are and where the castle is.
In the pitch black of night.
9.
Girl, something wrong with your dice. Get rid of them dice.
They ain't
They're
doing you
beautiful,
much
but they're
good.
not doing you good.
Please roll a perception check.
Okay, better.
This is the one where better mattered.
This little love of mine.
What's your perception?
What's your percent?
24.
24. Okay. You are flying somewhere over the dark expanse of the forest floor where you can see down below you there's sprawling out a large number of trees, but you're barely able to make out the silhouette of the mountain behind you, and you're slowly turning around now, unable to really ascertain where the castle is on top of the cliffside, but you do see a small faint light on the forest floor. But at the same time, you hear two things. You hear the sound of singing, one, and two, you hear awful screeching coming from in front of you.
You should probably turn around.
Well, she's currently flying back towards the castle
But
now.
you could. Oh my
Evasive
god.
maneuver.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, it's coming from...
In front of you,
I...
you flew out and you started to turn around. And as you're turning around, flying back towards the mountain, there's something in between you and the mountain, which is making a god-awful screeching.
I dimensional door back to the pillow fort.
Okay, please roll a will save for me. And also, what's the distance of the dimension door? That matters.
400 feet plus 40 feet per level.
400 feet's not that far.
But how far away are we?
You're about a mile out.
Yeah, no.
Gold star sticker. You tried, sweetheart. You tried.
I use polypurpose Panenica on myself to make myself drunk so that I don't notice the horrible scary sound. and I keep flying.
Oh, this gets worse.
Because then I don't have to feel afraid.
That's not true. Being
Never fly drunk.
For an hour to give me courage.
Yeah. It's liquid courage, right?
I think we're gonna lose RA.
Okay.
Woo, this will be fun. So you're flying for a little while, and now you're feeling a little bit more emboldened due to your previous spell, which was cast. But at the same time, the noise, which you at once heard faintly, is now growing obnoxiously louder.
Do I see anything?
It's hard to see anything, but you hear the flapping of wings and loud screeching sounds, and you see things darting through the night sky as stars are being blotted out by immensely large creatures.
I land, put my wings away, and run in a direction.
Oh my god.
A direction?
A direction.
Okay. You are rather high up. If you put your wings away from this height, you could sustain some serious damage.
She said
But
she
I'd
would land.
first.
Okay. Oh, so you land and then put your wings away?
Mhm.
Okay. Please roll a dexterity, a fly check, actually, in order to not burn the forest down. You know, standard good things we don't want to happen.
I mean, oh well.
My life for a couple of trees, you know.
Burns down the Queen's Forest, you know.
Not a big deal.
27.
It's fine.
27? Okay, yeah, you are able to maneuver your way, and you are able to find a small clearing, and as you land, you do so gracefully and start running off into the forest in a direction, as you put it. With your flaming wings away,
Yeah.
you find it a little difficult to see.
I have a lantern.
Are you going to take time to light that lantern?
Do I need to?
If you would like
What
to
kind of lantern
see...
is it? He got those
Don't
things.
you
I don't know what it
have
is.
dark vision?
I do.
I think elves
said
have
I
low
couldn't
light
see.
vision.
I have dark vision.
She's a tiefling, but that's besides the point. Elves, I believe, have low light vision.
Elves only have low light vision unless you took a specific
It is
variant.
it's time. It is dark.
How bright is the moon?
Rather bright.
Never mind, don't look at the moon.
She's paranoid of the moon.
I don't like the moon anymore.
The moon doesn't like you.
The moon, it is now my personal goal to destroy the moon.
Why haven't you blown up the moon yet?
I don't know.
I could just touch the part of the lantern that's supposed to be lit.
That would work, yes.
Okay, do that then.
Okay, you touch the wick inside the lantern and you turn it on.
Ooh.
And you are able to see a good 30 feet in front of you.
Nice. I walk in that way.
You start walking that way. But the noise which you heard earlier is not getting any quieter.
Is it
It's-
getting louder?
It's staying about the same volume as when you were flying. It just seems that it's coming from all around, but mostly above you. You hear the flapping of wings and the screeching noises until eventually you feel a sharp pain in your back as something has pierced your skin.
Well,
You feel a large slashing gash across
Oh.
your back.
how much damage do I take?
You are going to take... Check that.
Can I pass her AC?
The Quack, we just got this character. Is she gonna die?
We just got this character commission. Just kidding. No, we haven't. It's okay.
You take 10 damage.
All right, I touch a combustion myself, and that'll heal me, because fire damage heals me.
Okay. Roll your touch of combustion to see how much you heal for. So roll a d6 and a d4, and you'll heal that much damage.
So I heal 5.
That's 6. Oh, wait, no.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's a 4
I'm
and a-
bad. I'm bad at math.
So it's 5 only.
Yeah, so you heal half the damage you just took, and you are currently running through the forest. Do you make any sounds, or are you trying to be deathly quiet?
I'm deathly quiet.
Okay. Everyone, please roll a perception check
We're deathly quiet.
for deathly quiet.
And then 25 for my
26.
perception. Nice.
I'd like to one up you.
25.
1.
Everyone is able to, through the dead of night, hear the flapping and screeching creatures. Please, if anyone would, if you have knowledge of nature, you could roll that now.
10.
I do not have that. I have knowledge local and arcana, which would not
It's
be.
not going to help you. You can still roll.
I
wait,
rolled a 3.
okay, that's
Well-
not going to help you.
I crit.
Oh!
Ooh.
Ooh.
Why do we sound the same?
So, Snow, you are able to ascertain flying thing. Everyone else, you are able to ascertain nothing except for Handle. who's heard these hunting cries before, who very intimately understands this species of mammal in particular.
Intimate.
He understands that this is the cry of the infamous Mobat.
Oh, yes, the Mobat.
The Mobat. It is a bat-like creature, but is much larger. is much larger than regular bats. Can confirm. He has heard of these creatures, never seen one in real life, but knows bats' cries and knows that this is significantly different enough to know that this bat is much larger than your regular bat, with an estimated wingspan of about 10 feet.
Hey, GM, is it larger than a regular bat?
Much.
Oh, wow, GM.
Are you sure? I wouldn't have known. Maybe you can say it one more time. That'll really get in my head.
How large is it?
About 10-foot wingspan. Weighing
Larger than a
around
regular bat.
20 pounds, which is indeed larger than a regular bat.
So a small dog.
Wait.
with wings.
Larger than what size of bat?
A regular bat.
Oh, okay.
But wait,
All right.
a fruit bat is a large-sized bat.
Do they have 10-foot wingspans?
Are they vampire bats?
No, they're not vampire bats. Anyways, you are all able to tell that there sounds to be large bats in the area.
Wait.
Them sounds like something.
Where are we right now?
They are currently coming from behind you.
Okay, where are we, though?
You are currently making your way to the castle.
Okay.
You are in the southern section of the Queen's Garden. It
Alright.
sounds like this is coming from the northeastern section of the garden.
So is your friend safe or what?
I assume. Probably just flew back.
Did you message her?
Yeah.
Maybe you want to check again?
I checked my messages.
Oh, no messages. You assume she's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, she's deathly quiet.
Uh,
Oh, it's quiet.
I'm sure she's fine.
yeah, that's what I said. And then we lost 2 members of our party.
I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah, I'm sure they're fine.
Meanwhile, you are being escorted by the Queen's Guard back to the rappelling ropes, which were able to get you down the cliffside, and you are being instructed to take these back up to the castle. Dorian is standing at the foot, and he instructs you. You all go ahead back into castle where it is safe. I have a little bit of unfinished business here.
Oh. Okay, Dorian.
Can I sense motive that?
Yes. you may.
I want to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do I get any,
Okay, I
plus
failed.
for knowing him better?
I will consider it. I will add it mentally to your roll. You do not get to know what he feels. Yes.
My sense motive was a 19.
Oh, so was mine.
I got a 1.
Noise. You're like, wow, I don't care. And just proceed to not climb up the rope like you were told and instead float.
So, me and Snow both rolled 19.
Snow, you sense that there is something going on in this forest, which he is tending to. And Zana, you have a uneasy feeling and suspicion that after speaking with him a little more, you sense that he is worried about something.
Well, I trust you. Okay? I'll give him a hug. Be careful.
Don't worry. I know this place. I've been here many times before.
Okay, but be careful.
I will do. He pats you on the head and sends you up the rope.
Aw. Bye. Be careful.
I will see you all back at castle.
Okay.
And he waves you all off.
Likely story.
I think he's just worried about something.
All right. So, are you all just climbing up the castle?
Mhm.
Oh, climbing up the rope to the castle?
Yes.
Roll a perception.
Ooh. Spicy. We got an 18 perception.
19.
23.
You are all just climbing up the rope regularly, and you're making your way up. And Handle, as you were doing so, you turn down to where the person you didn't care whatsoever about was standing. You heard them talking to him, but you really couldn't care less. But as they're having their conversation, you see that everyone parts their ways, but you take a gaze a little longer, and all of a sudden you blink, and he vanishes.
All right, then.
Oh, crap.
All right, then what?
All right.
All right?
He's just gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
He's gone. He disappeared.
It's probably one of his tactics. He's like a really, really good fighter, man. He's also a really good man. Y'all should get to know him.
Okay. So,
So clearly no entrance.
I summon my phantom steed,
oh my
jump
gosh.
on top of it, and then set off my snapdragon firework.
Fire!
Opposite direction.
Can I read Snapdragon Fireworks just out of curiosity on the combustion level of igniting flammable objects?
It's not to ignite anything. It's just
Oh, that doesn't matter though. You're putting it
Well,
out in
seeing
the forest.
as you launch a pyrotechnic display, which detonates in a square with a bang in a beautiful burst of fire and light, and everything in the area takes fire damage. I'm
Are
going
you
to
quite
say
sure that you want to do
She's
that?
already said it
she
at this
has
point.
said this, so therefore it is true.
but I don't take damage from fire.
Nope, but the
Okay.
trees
Everything
do.
else does.
Do we see any of this? Can I perception?
Yes,
no,
you can.
I mean,
Well,
yeah. but-
you can from all the way up the rope. You're halfway up the
19.
cliffside by now. You see a burst of light happening in the Queen's Forest.
Is there a fight?
Dorian might be fighting something. Wouldn't be surprised. But I also, he could win. It doesn't matter what he's fighting. Dorian is Dorian. Big buff boy, and he no one nothing.
Ugwin, doesn't your partner use like a lot of fire stuff?
Yeah,
Do you think that's her down there?
I guess it could be.
She'd have to be pretty dumb to use fire in a forest.
I don't think she'd care.
She'd have to be pretty dumb to use fire in the Queen's special forest that we're highly not supposed to apparently be in here.
Yeah, she probably
And
didn't
risk.
think about that.
Destroying it.
It could be her.
That'd be a pretty dumb thing to do.
Don't worry, we've all done dumb things.
I mean,
but
Dorian wouldn't do that, right?
Dorian, I don't think he uses fire. I mean, have you seen that man? He uses his fists.
are we just gonna stand here? Hang on to this rope here or keep climbing?
We should
I'm
probably
keeping
keep climbing.
Climbing, yeah.
Good, because my arms are getting tired. Also, this is kind of impressive for me. Like, dang, couldn't do this in regular school.
I have a little help. Alistair's like just not exactly helping, but he's like flapping his wings.
Meanwhile, you've mounted your phantom steed and you are currently racing through the forest with your lantern in your hand. You are barely able to comprehend where you're going. Luckily, your steed is whipping through the forest at a blazing fast speed, as seeing as it does not really need to see as it is a phantom. It is able to traverse through, but it is running in an aimless direction. You are able to hear the loud bangs and crackles of the Snapdragon fireworks that you have lit off behind you, and you see as it is currently colliding and lighting up the night sky, and you are able to see what was pursuing you look like massive bats with 10 to 15-foot wingspans.
Oh,
There seems to be around 7 of them, and they are currently dazed due to the bright light, which has just blinded them even further, but they are recovering themselves and seem furious. Some are down for the count, but around about 5 of them seem as if they may still pursue you.
do I see anything?
You
In
are
front of
able
me?
to see in front of you now that you are actually reached a coast. You can look to your right and your left, and you see the edge of the forest line. You seem as you recall, as someone mentioned, that the Queen's Garden is a peninsula, and you must have reached one of its edges. If you turn to your right, you are able to see the mountaintop and the crag going towards it. So if you were to ride along the coast going towards your right, you would know that you are going back to the mountain which the castle is seated at, but you do not know the location of the castle.
If I got to the base of the mountain, would I be close enough to teleport into the castle?
You think you'd have to be about halfway up the mountain before you could, because this mountain is immensely steep. It is around about 1,000 feet tall.
All right, well,
We're gonna leave the
Right
ropes down.
I can fly.
So you ride to the foot of the mountain. You start riding to the foot of the mountain with an
Yeah.
anxious, hurried pace, and the bats are rushing out, flying after you. Please roll a perception check.
8.
In the pitch of black, you're not able to recollect much. With the whizzing speed of you riding on your phantom steed, it is immensely difficult to get an adjusted view on the situation. But you see a numerous number of black, shadowy figures flying after you in the night sky, which you assume to be the bats. But as they are pursuing you, you see another shadowy figure dart through the night sky. It collides with one of the bats, and they both fall to the ground.
I stop the horse.
Okay.
Actually, I jump off the horse.
Okay,
I
and?
turn around in midair and start firing arrows at the bats.
Okay, roll a ride and acrobatics check to see if you can dismount the horse, which is moving rather quickly,
Oh God.
and then roll to hit with your bow. I'll let you get off one fire arrow.
17 for ride,
Okay, that's rather good.
23 for acrobatics.
You are able to expertly dismount your phantom steed, and as you do, you are able to draw your bow. And please roll to hit one of your fire arrows.
She's going to hit one of her fire arrows.
Roll to hit with one of your fire arrows. Meanwhile, everyone who is propelling themselves up the mountain, you have reached the cliffside, and please roll a perception check.
21.
14.
Ugin.
Oh, wait, no. No, sorry. I'm dumb. 24.
Much better. Ugin. Grud.
Handle.
Handle.
Hi.
You want to roll a perception check, or do
Sure.
you not care? Okay.
26.
You peer out over the ledge into the Queen's Garden once more, and you see a giant blazing fire on the eastern side, which is searing through the landscape.
Yep.
But all of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
a dark shroud comes over and cloaks it. The fire is extinguished, and all you see are burnt trees.
Yo. That is one hell of a gardener.
What do I see?
What if it's Dorian?
You saw
That is
a blazing
one hell of a-
horizon behind you, which is actually illuminating the night sky, but then all of a sudden, it goes pitch black once more. You're having a hard time ascertaining which creature in the shadowy figures you are to shoot at, but you launch an arrow. What was your...
You
to
said
hit?
that it dove at one of the other ones, so I can see enough to know that one of them dove, right?
One of the bats, yes.
One of the no, you said a shadowy figure
Mhm.
dove at one of the bats.
Yes.
Okay.
And they both
do they
fell.
go down?
Yes, both
Okay,
of them.
I'm shooting the arrows in the sky though, at
Okay.
the things that are still
Yeah.
flying.
Roll to hit.
All right. Oh, 14.
Handle, are you going to confirm this to hit? Because I feel like it should be higher as well. What did she roll?
13.
You rolled a 13?
Yeah.
Is her dexterity a 1?
Yeah.
What's her BAB?
4.
4? Okay, so it would be an 18.
Yeah.
You see the arrow whiz through, and it does manage to collide and strike the creature right through its wing, and its webbing slowly starts to burn. Please roll damage.
Cripple it.
What?
What was your
Cripple
damage?
it.
Cripple it.
Oh, 2.
Plus your dexterity, and then roll 1d4 of fire damage for me. Well, your dexterity is a 1, so it'll be 3 damage, plus roll a d4 for fire. Nice. So you do a total of 5 damage. So you are able to strike one of these creatures, and you see the fire arrow pierce straight through the webbing of one of the wings, and you see as it spirals down and gets onto the ground, but it's managed to stand back up and screech at you. Ah! My best bat impression, I'm sorry.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
It was beautiful. I'm impressed.
Make it like a Pokemon.
Pokemon. That's what the Leshies were, basically.
Mobat.
Leshy,
Mobat, go!
Leshy, Leshy. Plushy?
Leshy.
Lushy.
Leshy.
Why are
No?
these moleshies? Why are they molesting you?
Ooh, Moleshies.
You were able to strike down one of the bats, but 3 more are coming down upon you.
Weren't there?
There were 5 in total. 1 was knocked down by the inconspicuous figure, and 1
Thought there
you
were
just
more.
struck.
Okay.
Well, you managed to take out a number of them with your Snapdragon fireworks.
Oh.
They're starting to swarm you and bombard you, and 1 manages to get off a bite attack and strikes you in the back of your shoulder. You take 12 damage.
Do I not get to do anything to try to prevent that?
Well, you did. You wore armor.
This is a turn-based game.
Yeah, Pathfinder's a turn-based strategy game for the most part, especially once you get into combat. But a number of the bats are swarming and flapping around you, but due to their massive size, only 1 was able to hit you, as they're slowly diving and bombarding around you.
I was about to say, is this a swarm?
No.
Good. No swarm rolls.
No swarm rolls. You can AoE hit them. Bludgeoning damage and slashing damage still effect. As you were standing there being covered by bats, as there are 3 large bats swarming around you, you see the shadowy figure dart out from the ground once again and knock 2 of the figures out of the air. And they all 3 come crashing to the ground.
Can I roll perception to see if the figure's hurt?
Yes, please roll a perception.
These are the good vampires. That is what I assume.
23.
You are able to, in the moonlight, make out the shadowy figure which lurched out of the woods and has now successfully taken down 3 of these giant mobats. It seems to be a large man, complete, very pale white skin shimmering in the moonlight. But other than that, you are unable to ascertain who it is. But all you know is that it is an immense figure.
Twilight.
Would you say that he sparkles?
No. I would not say he sparkles.
He glimmers.
I would not say he
glistens.
glimmers or glistens.
Sparkling
You just said he
vampires.
glistened a little bit in the moonlight, so I don't...
It will beat you all. The last vampire is currently chasing you if you are going to run. If not, it will attempt to assail you.
Vampire? You
I'm
mean
sorry,
bat?
bat. This last bat is going to
The
chase
shadowy
you.
figure launched
Yes.
himself into the air.
Mhm. And he tackled 2 of the bats, and they now all 3 came colliding to the ground.
I run over to them,
Mhm.
and I use the touch ignition thing to set him on fire and heal him.
Okay. Go for it. Roll. Can I read the specifics of your healing spell?
Oh, that one is a ability.
It's an ability due to your sorcerer bloodline. Yes,
Mhm.
I need to read what it does. Okay. You place your hand firmly on his back as he is currently assailing these 2 large bats as they are trying to resist him. And as you do, you use your touch of combustion. You anticipate it to heal him, but instead it leaves a giant scarred handprint on his back. Please roll damage.
4.
The shadowy figure which is attempting to assist you barely even flinches at it, but instead takes one hand off of one of the assailants and manages to throw you a great distance, not harming you, but just getting you further away. He throws
Why
you
doesn't
along
it
the beach
heal him?
side. I don't know. Why doesn't it heal him?
I don't know. Why doesn't it heal him?
Well, I know, but you don't know now, do you? There's a reason why I said I wanted to read your ability. Don't worry, Snow's been very upset about my rulings sometimes too. I'll also read your touch of combustion, probably. You are thrown around about 30 feet off onto the beach, but you land gently into the sand and water as it is rushing over you. The midnight sky is still above you, and you see that there's still one bat pursuing you. He's currently chasing you down. What do you do?
Run.
You run? Are you running towards the mountainside?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm running back towards the figure. I need to help. What?
It seems as if he's handling itself very well.
Well, has he killed the thing yet?
Both of them seem gravely injured, and he seems rather fine.
Okay, well, maybe he can help me.
Are you trying to run back towards the figure?
Yeah.
Okay. As you are fleeing and you turn your back to this creature, it manages to swoop down upon you and deal another 17 damage as it slashes its massive claws into your back.
It's okay, Quentin.
Sometimes I feel that way.
Are you going to try and do anything? You just took another 17 damage from this giant bat. He gashed you with
Why
his...
is he faster than me?
Because they have a fly speed that's fast.
That's just it.
Peter, is that fly speed faster than her walk speed?
I'm running
Yeah? How fast do you run?
fast.
Well, you were on horseback for a while. How fast?
Yeah,
Was
Yeah, but
but I'm not anymore.
yeah, so what's your base move speed?
It should probably be about 30 feet.
It's probably going to be about 30. And in Pathfinder, if you were going to run, you go about
Four
Four-
times as fast
4 times your base
120.
land speed.
for a short period of
So
time.
that would be 120. But if this flying creature has a specific fly speed, but then chooses to basically do the equivalent of running, which is exerting itself more, while it flies, it can also fly up to that speed. So it is able to fly you down, in other words, and manages to gash you once more, sinking its claws into your deltoids and ripping away flesh. You can attack this thing.
You could kill it.
You could probably kill
You've already
it.
killed a few. You could do another snap dragon explosion.
Right to the face.
It's an AoE, so it would
Other
probably hit.
abilities that I just don't have.
Maybe hit yourself too.
Okay. Yeah. I turn around and I reach back and I combust them with my hand.
Okay, this is a flying creature. It is currently in the air.
Open your vermilion wings and fly.
I jump into the air with my fire wings.
You launch yourself with your fire wings. They unseathe and start searing the ground and sand, and you fly into the air directly after this bat, and you tackle it to the ground using your hands of combustion, and you both come crashing down. Please roll damage. And roll an extra d4 for fire damage. And then add your BAB to that, because it's a touch attack. Not your BAB, your strength, sorry.
5.
5. Okay. You were able to launch yourself up into the air, grabbing the bat's massive wings and almost literally exploding them to shreds as they're caught on fire, the webbing mesh net of it, and you both come crashing to the ground, and you see that the bat is knocked and rendered helpless on the ground, writhing in pain due to its searing wings.
Suffer.
Please roll a perception check.
22.
You look around you, and it seems as if all of the bats are now lying incapacitated on the ground. But you find yourself alone.
I don't know what to do.
Do you do anything? Or do you just kind of like sit on the ground and wait?
Yeah, I sit on the ground.
She curls up in a ball and contemplates what's going on.
No.
No.
Wait. I take out my bathtub.
What?
She has a collapsible bath.
Excuse me? You want to run this by me one more time? What's this?
It's an item.
Okay.
It's a collapsible bath.
Okay. How small does this collapse to?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It's just the weight.
What's the weight?
20 pounds.
Okay. You pull out your collapsible bathtub and it unfurls itself from its current state and turns into a full-size tub. I assume you then go and get in said tub?
No.
What's your plan then?
I
What?
take my water skin and I fly over to the ocean and start trying to fill it up.
Okay. You fill up the bathtub with salt water.
And then I put the my heat stone underneath it.
Wonderful.
And then I strip and then I get in and I take a bath.
In the middle of the Queen's Forest. Good job. Okay.
in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night, in the middle of the Queen's Forest.
This is
How
your
long does this go
partner.
on for?
Until somebody finds me.
Okay.
This is dangerous.
Roll a will save real quick.
15.
You're sitting here in your collapsible bathtub, and given the certain circumstances, you're rather overwhelmed. The soothing state find immensely comforting in this anxious situation. You find yourself laying there in your bathtub, staring up at the beautiful night sky, and you slowly drift off into a drowsy slumber. Meanwhile, hi everyone.
Hi.
How's it going?
Hi.
You were all back up at the top ledge of the cliffside, and you've made your way back into the castle.
So, Snow and Clyde and
Hey, yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah?
We need to talk.
Are we going to exclude Handel? He's kind of part of our group now.
Yeah, I guess he can come too.
Wonderful.
Can we go into a room or somewhere? I have no idea where anything is in here.
We all have rooms.
Yeah.
Do we want to use my room or Snow's room or Clyde? Clyde's got a room too. I guess I haven't seen it, but yeah, I've got a room. Everyone gets a room. Snow, guild leader. I guess that's your call.
I mean,
Can invade the dining hall, the kitchen.
how
know.
private does it need to be?
I would prefer a room.
Would you prefer Clyde's room?
Yeah, sure.
Clyde, should we use your room or is
Let's
that?
use Wilson's room.
Oh, let's use my room. It's
Let's
less
use
messy in
Snow's
general.
room.
I just need to talk to you guys.
Okay.
You all make your way into the castle. Donna, for the first time, you are seeing this beautiful, elegant castle with beautiful cobblestone walls and Gothic architecture all around. It is immensely large and grand, and you are being led by the rest of your compatriots who have been staying here for quite some time, and you are entering Snow's room. It is gigantic, massive, the largest room you've seen in quite some time. It's literally the size of the Dovian's foyer, but a room. With
My
20-foot
gosh.
tall ceilings, a fireplace or a rug, intricate seating ware, couches, chairs, and as well as a gigantic king-size bed, which spans almost 15 feet wide.
What the quack? Do I get one of these?
Probably.
And with this grand entrance, we'll be cutting it off for this evening. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We'll have to tune in to see what Zana wants to tell everyone and how that all goes down, and catch up with Ere, who's bathing in the middle of the forest at night. So, hope you all enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, this is Ken M.
Padawan J.
Coach Duffy from the Ocho Duro Parlay Hour podcast. Every week, the ODPH is talking sports, movies, TV, comics, and more. It's always a parlay of topics on each episode. You can find the ODPH on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and wherever you find great podcasts, such as the one you're listening to right now. Don't forget to check out OchoDuroParlayHour.com, where you can find the links to all of the ODPH social media accounts, links to the bands whose music you hear each week on the show, hashtag 607 podcast info, and parlay points, our companion blog section of the show. Thanks for listening to the ODPH. Now get back to your regularly scheduled podcast.